Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here and welcome to episode 20 of the Glory Hunter Challenge. In today's episode, we have the Champions League semi-final against Liverpool, who we've played a lot over the last month and a bit. Since we last met as well, we've played a few games in the league, and trust me, we've done our best to try and throw away the league title. But as things stand with 4 games to go in the league, we are 2 points clear and a game in hand on Liverpool as well. So we'll have a chance at some point to go 5 games clear in match day 37. Since we last met too, we've had a couple little bits of injury, and I'm going to recap them first. We've had Zanolo injured, as you guys have seen. He's finally good enough for the bench, but not here. But more importantly, Joe Gomez, our best right back, out for the next few weeks. And that's pretty much the season. We could risk him for a couple of games towards the end, which I will do. But yeah, that's not a good out for us here against Liverpool. Now, as you can see here, we'll start with Liverpool first. Lost them in the Carabao Cup final. Beat them at home in the league, which was monstrous. And then we have them at home and away here as well. And we lost to them in the FA Cup quarter-final, of course. So that's 5 times in a month and a bit. That's a lot of times to be playing aside. And they seem to be our arch rivals this season and season 2, even though me and Jurgen Klopp get on like best friends, which I love because I love Jurgen in real life. Let's go and touch on the league because things have been getting a little bit scary here. So, obviously, after Biro 4, I went to bed. Brand new day. Someone can try and convince me luck modifier isn't a thing on FM. Sometimes when you log into Football Manager's either going to say it's going to be a good day or a bad day, no matter which way you look at it. And well, Bournemouth, here you are, dominated away from home against Frank Lampard's men. We needed an 88th minute goal to snatch a point at the death after Solanke scored a penalty. They had 5 shots to our 16 shots 10, and we dominated all the ball. I am looking at this as 1 point game, not 2 points dropped. It should have been a win, and it would have been massive in the title. That's a good goal at the front stick for Calvert-Lewin. Would have been massive in the title race to have got the extra 2 points with a game in hand. Would have been superb. However, that could have been 3 points dropped completely. So I'm very happy with that. Similar thing against Leicester. Diarastica is having an outrageous couple years off the bench. He is now, for me, ahead of Luis Pasquetta. He's also got 6 goals, mainly off the bench in the Champions League. He's a big game player. But he scores arguably goal of the season here. But have a look at the stats again. 19 shots, somehow only 4 on target. XG 2.89. And we need Diarastica to hit one from distance to win us a game against Leicester, or else this would have been another draw and another 2 points dropped. And look, mercifully scores. I'm going to be quiet. Just drink this in. Is that the goal that wins you the title? It may well be, because if we draw and then lose, or we lose and then lose, telling you right now, no good. Problem with that is we're massively underperforming the XG of late. I'm actually very tempted to see what our XG sort of thing is as well. Yeah, we're under our XG by 7.65. Palace are overperforming by a lot, but we're under by 7. When you come to think of it, 60 goals, we should be on 67, we're under by 7. It may come back to haunt us. We've still got the 3rd most goals in the league, but we really should be up here as well. At least we're not conceding too badly in terms of defensively as well, like goals against. We've got only 33. An XG of 33.5, and we've conceded 28, so it's mirroring out slightly in our favour, but especially of late, we are copying it in the XG tables. Now, Liverpool, let's talk about them. They are fantastic. They have a great side. 2nd season in. I know in real life we're not particularly good at the moment, but on FM they're world class. Let's just have a look at them in the Champions League, shall we? Because they have been fantastic. So if we go here in Champions League. In Group E, I believe they came out in 2nd, equal points with PSG, but it was results against team, and losing 1-0 away to PSG was enough to swing it in PSG's favour. They then beat Barcelona in the round of 16, who finished 2nd. Crazy tie that. 3-0 at home, lost 1-0 at the Nou Camp, but was fine. Bayern, then they drew 1-1 and 3-1. A lot of a harder draw than what we've got to get here, which, if people don't remember how we got here, very simply put, schedule ourselves Champions League Group C, won every game. Ajax knocking out Dortmund. We pumped Dortmund in most. We did very well. We then beat, where are we here? Down. We then, in the Champions League round of 16, lost 3-0 to Napoli before winning 5-1 in a brainstormer. And then we got Bayer 04, who we drew 2-2 at home and then beat them 3-1 away from home. But an easier draw, considering what Liverpool have had. All right, without further ado, we're in for this one here. Areola has been the cup keeper, so in he comes here. Bellerin is going to start because obviously we do not have Joe Gomez, but the rest of the team picks itself. Estupiñán, Souček, Pasquetta out for Diarrastica because I think he's been fantastic. Marcus Thuram does start again, but he's not had a particularly good year. And Calvert-Lewin. If we spend one more year here, I do think there's a world where we need to sign a world-class left winger, and we probably need to sign a world-class keeper, but that's if we do another year here, and it's all dependent on the jobs that are available, but this is not the time or the place to think about that right now. It's Anfield again. And let's go see what we can do against the star-studded Liverpool side who have a lot of options in how they could line up. Salah and Diaz with Taremi again. He's had a pretty good year, has Mehdi Taremi, the elite striker up top. I'm very, very shocked they don't use Darwin Núñez more. He doesn't look like he's made the bench here, so maybe he's picked up a knock. De Jong, Thiago, Fabinho is their best midfield three that they have in the game. Pavard, Konate, Van Dijk and Robertson. Trent Alexander-Arnold is not been picked either, which is a bit odd. That wasn't Trent, by the way, either. I'm guessing Trent and Darwin are both out injured. Yeah, Trent's out for the next 6 to 9 weeks. He's out for the season. Big out for them. Gakpo unregistered and listed for 40 mil. That's a lot of money there as well. And Darwin Núñez, yeah, not picked with Diogo Jota. The AI is a bit weird sometimes. Anyhow, away we go. Let's see what we can do. He's a fine player. Champions League, Liverpool, West Ham, monstrous moments. Away we're going to go. Also, links down below. We restarted the PD Sports podcast. I actually have to go to my mate, Paul, who films a lot of content. Go check Paulie29 out on YouTube. We've restarted the PD Sports podcast as well, which you can catch on Apple, Spotify, and we do little video cut-ups on his channel as well. And if that gets a lot of traction, we will do our own channel for it. But here we go, without further ado, it's Liverpool, it's West Ham, it's Anfield. We've beat them at Anfield. We've lost to them at Anfield this year as well in the FA Cup. But here we go. I'm tempted to leave at the end of this year if we win the league, but that means we have to come back to win the FA Cup, which, look, I think there will be an inevitable moment where Chelsea or the United job or even the Liverpool job comes available at some point. But yeah, anyway. Switch out to Salah. Thiago now. Picks that one up. Pavard. Drives with it. Still going is Pavard. Thuram. Salah. Ball back stick looking for Diaz. Kurt Zouma heads away. Salcido doesn't win that. Of all the ways to concede, it's a header back into the box and a flicker by Mehdi Taremi. We 1-0 down at Anfield inside 25 minutes. Bit of a harsh one to take, I feel. Just to have how to concede. Zouma does well. And that's a flick on and a flick on. You don't see that too often in real life, but oh well. It is what it is. We're not... I don't want to just sound like negative Nancy, but are we really meant to win the Champions League in Season 2 with West Ham? I don't think we are for the good of the Glory Hunter Challenge. Don't get me wrong, I would love to do it. And to be fair, we've made the semi-final here. We've massively overachieved. But, and a big but, is we can beat Liverpool over 2 legs. And we have a moment here. Why would you give it to Calvert-Lewin for? Sacedo's in there one-on-one. If he wants to play anyone, he has Bowen on his right-hand side. So let's play the guy that's standing offside by a mile. But positive moment. We won the ball back. And look, if we keep it at 1-0, which I know is a long way away here, and they still got to attack the Cop end, and they can blow us out the water if they wanted to. If as long as it's tight and tense, we can do it in London at the London Stadium because we've seen it. Bellerin on the overlapping run, great ball in. Thuram's a big boy, doesn't win that one. Estupiñán now he can re-whip. Decides against it, needs help, and decides I'm just going to stop it for Salah to win the ball back. Fair enough. Zouma, Souček, Salcido, great ball to Thuram. He might have been offside. It's not going to count anyway. Alisson makes a fantastic save, and it wouldn't have counted anyway because that was a good save and offside anyhow. Second line ball to Pavard. Thiago now can play and face forward with Fabinho out the other side. Very well worked by Liverpool. They are a world-class side, let's be honest. Luis Diaz now. Ball in. Taremi heads. 2 headers from Mehdi Taremi. 2-0 down. Not the greatest keeping from Ariola there. I actually think it's been a world-class keeper that's been the difference for us this year. It's a great header, but that is a goal that is not good for us. Ragdoll's a collie who is quite strong and physical. 1-2-0 down. Fresh the arms. We've been terrible. Start the second half. We face Champions League exile in the semi-final. And look, it's probably one hurdle too many this. And Liverpool probably just too strong. We've had a very good run to get here. De Jong's in here. Massive miss. That should have been 3 and game over. Because coming back against Napoli is one thing. Coming back against Liverpool, another. Calvert-Lewin over the top. Virgil sweeps up. Pavard now. Mohamed Salah. Fabinho. Robertson. Zuma. Fabinho. De Jong. Hits that. Wide again. Things aren't happening out there. I'm going to just tell us the demand a little bit more. And then we're going to switch 4-2-3-1 and try and find a way to get back into this. Anolo's going to be warmed up and primed. Alright, we are going to try. We could risk losing the tie here and now. Welcome back to football, Zaniolo. You can find something out of nothing. Diarastic has been scoring goals for fun. So I'm actually going to leave me out there. Sywald and Marino, because both midfielders look legless and we've been overrun. And I actually think Creswell, for the dead ball specialty, comes out too. Alright, trying to make changes and this comes up. So the odds on Liverpool winning the ball back and scorings are high, but the odds on us playing out and scoring are probably high too. So it brings up that weird error message thing. Anyway, Calvert-Lewin is stooping on the overlap. He goes for goal. That's where we need him to go wide. He's not there to drive inside. And he out. We haven't played bad statistically. We've had 11 shots, 5 on target, no real goal. But yeah, Diarastica wins, but heads only as far as Canate. Fabinho, Virgil. Big VVD. Robbo now. Robbo burning people. Elliott was at the back stick. Well won there by a collie. Bowen now. Can't afford to lose it here. Creswell. A collie. Sywald. Well played out. Zuma then pumps on looking for Calvert-Lewin, who ain't going to win that. Needed to go out to the fullback. Don't know why he's just punted it. Sywald again wins it. The youngster's done very well. He's had a pretty good first year. Bowen now. He's got numbers on the inside. He went for goal. He's got to cut that to Marino. This is Segundo Volante coming through the middle. And in real life, he cuts that across. Hits it there. Unlucky. We've been good, though. Since the switch to the 4-2-3-1, we've been all right. I say this as we give the ball away, but Bowen wins it back. Sywald, Marino, Zuma. Bellerin loves playing as a fullback on attack. He much prefers it. Zaniolo makes a good run. Finds him. Moment. Cuts it. Diarastica. Moments. 2-1. We have life in the old bear. Well, we're not particularly old. But we have life. The 4-2-3-1 provides life. As it's done so many times throughout this save. I'm very big on not changing how I play Football Manager. So you're probably going to see 4-3-3 and 4-2-3-1 for the whole bloody 20 seasons. But here we go. 2-1. We could, and maybe we should switch back with being over 2 legs to the 4-3-3 so we don't concede another. But with what we've seen since the switch, we've got to stay on this. Liverpool a little bit shell-shocked here. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, Konate's actually read that very well. Alisson Becker. Rolls out to Konate. We squeeze. Harvey Elliott drops in superbly well, but we squeeze again. And Elliott does superbly well again. A ball to Keita. Naby Keita of all people. It's Naby Keita of all people. He's not even known for scoring a goal. Wow. Harvey Elliott. Good job. 3-1. Maybe we should have went 4-2. 4-3-3. Hindsight Merchant. Hindsight Merchant. Got the goal. Keep it at 2-1. You can do a job in London maybe. Keita over the top of all people. What role is he playing in? Because that's a great run. Naby is playing as an advanced playmaker. No, centre mid on attack or support. How many goals have you scored all year, Nab? 1 goal there. None in the Champions League. That's his 2nd goal all year. Right. Naby scores of all people. Bowen's dead. Vlasic. And Calvert-Lewin's done nothing. So Danny Ings. Oh, no, we can't do it. I'd rather keep Calvert-Lewin out there, though. Need a goal. We need it now. Look at the highlight. Look at the stats. Very even game of football. Just their world-class quality has shone throughout. Harvey Elliott there was superb in that highlight. Alisson Becker. A goal right now kills it for us. And we do not deserve to lose this game 4-1. We do not deserve to lose this game 4-1. But Bellerin wins. Marino. Zanolo wanted it. Diarastica. Zanolo wants it. Was fouled. Advantage play. Sywald. What a save from Becker. 3-2 would have been monstrous. We deserve that goal. We can be very proud of how we've played here in the first leg. We can be very proud. The response was good. Zuma, oh, just wide. You just feel if we get a second goal, we're going to be a red hot go. 3-1 might be too much. Creswell's too far out to score. Becker makes a great save and then claims before Vlasic can get there. Is there going to be one last chance for either side? What a game, what a tie. We can feel a little bit aggrieved that we lost 3-1. If you look at the XG, we are ahead. If you have a look at the shots on the day, we're ahead. And we had more shots on target. Look, to be fair, I think Liverpool probably deserved to win. 2-1 would have been probably a more fairer reflection. That first goal was just silly. And Naby Keita scoring second goal in all competitions is a little bit silly. But yeah, look, Zanola off the bench came on and turned that game on his head. He's a big game player, that boy. But yeah, look, 3-1 we lose. We got Watford in the middle where we'll be fully rotating. And, well, look, we've come back and beat Napoli. Liverpool are a different beast. But we're at home. Get the first one. And anything is going to be possible in that second leg. But we have played very well. And that game there should highlight why we are where we are in the league. Because we pushed Liverpool all the way at Anfield again. And now we've got him at home at the London Stadium with 90 minutes to try and come back and make the Champions League final. Second leg, London Stadium, we trail 3-1 against the old foe Liverpool. We did play obviously in the midweek. We did beat Watford 2-0. They are relegation Gornsky back down to the Championship. But as you can see, very, very rotated. Apart from obviously Bellerin having to start and play the next one. We played very well. 19 shots not on target. Didn't even let him have a shot on target. Easy, clean sheet. Exactly what we wanted before this tie. Because everyone is pretty fit, apart from Joe Gomez, who will make the bench today. Because I may as well put him on the bench. But yeah, look, things are going okay. The form of Areola is probably a little bit of concern, but he is the backup keeper and the cup keeper and enjoys a big match, so he will start. But outside of that, we are clear of Liverpool with a game in hand, and next episode will be the title run-in where we play Villa, Leeds and Arsenal to see if we can win the title or if we bottle it. Without further ado though, we do have the Champions League game here. As you can see, Real Madrid came back from being down against PSG to win 2-0 at home to make the Champions League final, so it could be a Liverpool-Real Madrid final yet again as well. For those wondering who the current holders are, Liverpool are the current holders last year. If we go to the Champions League and the final, and you go to results and fixtures, and you go to 2023, and you go to said final. Nope. Yeah, said final. Liverpool won it against Barcelona after Pedri send off 2-1. Barcelona finding a goal to get it back onto pegging. Liverpool knocked out Man City in that as well. So we are playing the defending champions. They are very good, Liverpool, on most FM saves. But Areola in net, Bellerin, Zuma, Okoli and a Stupin. Important to note, Okoli's actually developed into a 3.5-star centre-back. Our read to pick him up was very good. Suchek, Salcido, Diarasic has put himself into this team because he's just so amazing what he does. I'm not going to start Zanola. I'm going to start Zanola. I've talked myself out of it. He is good enough to provide a moment, and we need goals from minute 1. Calvert-Lewin up top. Yet again, not going to go 4-2-3-1. You saw the change and you saw how good it played second half. So yet again, start 4-3-3, see what happens, and then look to change if needs be. But away we go. It is going to be an almighty game here against Liverpool as we are looking to knock the defending champions out after being 3-1 home. They have lined up very similarly. The only thing you will say is the Yoga Jota has come in up top, and they've benched Taremi, who doesn't even look like he's made the bench there unless he's down the bottom, which he is. So yeah, look, Liverpool, full strength, great midfield. The only thing they're missing is Trent, but Pavard's a pretty good replacement. I know what the players can do. Away we go. London Stadium. Massive, massive, massive game. Out we walk. Liverpool in the infamous Liverpool colours, obviously in the red, and they look good. Actually, sorry, no, they're not, because we're going to be in our home colours. They're going to be in that white away strip We are obviously in the West Ham famous clarinet. And can we find a moment? Oop. Press reserve one too many times. But Salcedo wins. A collie now. Zuma. Salcedo. Hector Bellerin. Zaniolo. Kurt Zuma again. Bellerin. Needs some help out there, but he loves getting forward. He loves to whip a ball. Finds Salcedo of all people. Cuts it. Diarastica. And somehow it is Ibrahim Konate with a block from point blank range and it goes over the bar. I thought that was 1-0 inside 2 minutes. Ball in and Allison will claim comfortably. I cannot believe that has deflected over the bar. Wow. See what we can do. That would have been big. That would have made things very nervy for Liverpool. You always say if we can get a goal before the 20th minute mark, we can get at him. Kurt Zuma sweeps up. Hector Bellerin, Souček, Salcedo. Turns out, leaves a couple of little players in his wake, and that's a great ball out to a Stupin who's got time. Got Bolden with him. He looks to Salcedo. First time to Calvert-Lewin. Finds Zaniolo. Here he goes down the line. Cuts it. Calvert-Lewin, Alisson Becker, what a save. Between Ibrahim Konate and Alisson Becker, somehow this game is 0-0. We really should have scored at least a goal by now. Those two clear-cut chances as the ball's cleared away from the corner. We are looking good, but nothing to show for it in the first 10 minutes as Bowen is offside. XG of 0.72 with inside 10 minutes. No early goal for West Ham, unfortunately, but we have started the better of the two teams. But no goal. It's a corner. It's Jared Bowen. The boys all are eager for a header. Zuma, Allison saves. A collie hits the post. It's not our day. It's not our day. Allison with 2 world-class saves. A collie hits the post from point blank. And we've had a block that's somehow gone over the bar from point blank. 7 shots, 2. We've done an XG. We have an XG of 1.26. Need a goal before halftime, you feel. We've been the better team here in the semi-final. Salcedo, Souček, Diarastica, a collie. Poor. Like, why would you even play it trying to play for a block of 4 guys there? Ball in, blocked. De Jong had a chance. Luis Diaz recycles, hits it, that's wide. It would have been very, very disappointing to take that we've done nothing. They've done nothing all half Liverpool and then one bad mistake and a goal. Anyway, Kurt Zuma picks it up right on half time. Don't want to switch into the 4-2-3-1 after what I've seen with the 4-3-3 here. And that's a ball and a half to Bowen. Has numbers inside. DCL. DCL. Misses a massive one-on-one. 1.89 XG. 1.89 XG. And we can't find the back of the net. We have been all over Liverpool. We just need a goal. A collie. Bowen. Diarastica. Souček. Calvert-Lewin. Zuma. Great play. Bouncing in and out. Zaniolo needs to get out of this space. Hector Bellerin going on a run. Zaniolo wants it on the cutback here. Finds it. Salcedo. Bellerin. Can he whip? Finds half a yard. Puts it in there. Zaniolo went down. Referee plays advantage. Calvert-Lewin scores. It would have been a penalty otherwise. 53rd minute, we finally score after having numerous amount of chances. And I think that's going to put us to an XG of about 2. We finally get a goal. Well worked. Good movement. Good ball to the front stick. Zaniolo was fouled. It would have been a penalty as there was no ball won there. But Calvert-Lewin tucks it home. And we are 1 goal away from levelling the tie. 2.44 XG, 14 shots, 5. We've been the better team. We will, however, go to the 4-2-3-1. Zaniolo's dead. Bowen will stay out there because he's a penalty taker. His name is Marcus Thuram for a backstick header. Diarastic has had a stinker, but I do rate him. Sacita to the other side. Marino loves getting forward. Double change, 4-2-3-1. We've dominated, but we need to go for it. 75 minutes played. Is there going to be a highlight? Is there going to be late drama? Well, a Liverpool goal would kill it. Backstick ball's decent. Zuma heads away. Tarum needs to flick on. Calvert-Lewin needs to put some pressure on here, and he doesn't. Kieda chips one. Bellerin heads. Bowen flicks on. Diarastica's away. One good ball. We could see Calvert-Lewin in. Instead, Diarastica loses it. Jordan Henderson. Nathan Ake. Henderson. Collie picks the pocket. Needs to find feet. Kurt Zuma looks for Bowen. Finds him in some space. Bowen gets to the byline and then loses a mistake. Allison, what a save. Allison denies us again. Diarastica misses from point blank and Allison denies us again. Pasqueta's going to come in. Bowen's pretty dead, so Vlasic is going to come in as well. It has been Alisson Becker for Liverpool. But we need a moment, and will there be one here late doors? There's 5 minutes of added time, and there is a moment. It's Areola, Akoli, Zuma, Marino, Saucedo, Pasqueta dropping in. Turns out, DCL's offside. Alisson makes a mistake. DCL puts it over the bar anyway. It was offside. Is there going to be one last chance, Football Manager? Wow. We get absolutely FM'd in the semi-final. We get FM'd in the semi-final by Liverpool. Alisson Becker has put in one of the best performances you'll see from a keeper. And can we go to saves? Seeded 1, XG 7, couple big saves. Can we go like actual statistics? I want to know how many clear-cut chances we had. I want to know how many clear-cut chances we had. Is it going to tell us how many clear-cut chances we had? Peppered the Liverpool goal. Wow, wow, wow. We're out, boys. We're out. Got to be happy with that. But we are out of the Champions League. Alisson Becker, huh? What a moment. What a save. Calvert-Lewin's out for 1 to 2 days. We are out. And, well, that was brutal. Clear-cut chances. Where are we? 6 clear-cut chances. 6 clear-cut chances. And next year, 3.05. And we only scored 1 goal to lose 2-1 on aggregate. To lose 3-2 on aggregate, sorry. Yeah. I feel a bit hard done by. Anyhow, next episode, guys. Champions League is done, but the league is not. Next episode will be a triple header. Well, we will look to at least beat Liverpool to the title, and then we can discuss other jobs that might be around that we might look at, or do we spend a 3rd year here at West Ham? I don't know. That one hurts. That one's a bit annoying, but what a season we've had in Europe. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, and goodbye. 6 bloody clear-cut chances.